Hello viewer, it's me, Rebecca Cervitas. I'm going to give you a tour of my database. I created this database to catalog my collection of anime cells and sketches. And if you don't already know, anime is short for Japanese animation. There we go. A cell is what is used to create a frame in the animation, and they are pieces of plastic that are painted, and it's what makes up our cartoons. And if you'd like to see a couple pics from my collection, this one is from the series Inuyasha, pretty fun show. And this is one of the first ones that was in my collection. The camera flash doesn't really help. And then on the next slide, you can see this is what it would look like as scanned in if it was really a cartoon. It looks a lot more fun. So before the cells can be made, a sketch must be drawn, and that's what's used as a blueprint for the cell. And these cells and sketches are highly collectible, and you can accumulate a collection very quickly and start to lose track of them. So it isn't enough just to keep an inventory of the cells. I need more information related to them, such as who sold it to me and which sketch it was related to and if it made up a frame set. And this database is going to solve, hopefully, all my problems. So if you're unfamiliar with how databases work, you can think of a table in a database as like a form that you would fill out. And the table is going to be a blank form, and the tuple is going, or also known as a record, that's going to be a form that you have filled out and like filed. So on your form, though, you can have like references to other forms that exist in your file cabinet, and that's known as a foreign key. So let's go ahead and take a look at the tables I have in my database. Okay, so this is my database schema. It's a little hard to see here, but it's a list of like all of the tables in each field contained in the table. And then the arrows show how each different table relates to another table. So those foreign keys that we were talking about can be contained as a field in other tables, and that's how we get our relational database. So let's go ahead and take a look at the database that I created for the anime cells. Okay, so I got my Oracle database up here and running. So I have my tables over here, created them. So let's go ahead and start taking a look at those. One of the first ones here. Okay, here it goes. It's my contacts table, and this is how I can like remember the people I have contact with in relation to the anime cells. Like if I buy from them or if I sell from them. Mostly buy. I don't think I've ever sold one yet. So, and it gives me all the information that I need about them. A lot of, like addresses, email. They have galleries, what their ID is on eBay, and then I give them my own personal rating, like if they were a good seller or not. So that helps me to remember, should I buy from this person again? So let's take a look at the data here, and I have quite a few entries of people that I bought from, and yeah, so that's pretty fun stuff. All right, so this table is in first normal form. It doesn't have any foreign keys on it. Okay, so let's move on to another table here. We'll go to another one that is also in first normal form, which is box. Now, anime cells have to be stored very carefully, and they have to be in archive boxes. So you can't see inside them because they have to keep out like all UV light, or else your cells are going to be ruined. So since they're being stored in there, we'll just ID each box number, where it's located, what type of box it is, and the color. The data in here, go ahead and take a look at that, and that's, I got a lot of boxes there, so a lot of cells. Alright, so now we'll move on to series. This is also another table that's in first normal form, and this describes a variety of series that I may have anime cells for, or from, and just gives a description of the series in case, you know, you ever forget or you need to give a quick description to someone. How long it ran, like when it started, when it ended, what country it's from. So, okay, so let's move on to purchase. This is a table that is in second normal form because it does have a foreign key contained within it. That's our contact ID. That would be the person that we bought it from. It has the purchase date, price, and, you know, some comments of, you know, what was in the order, or, you know, if the order was stupid, you know, that kind of stuff. And then when I purchased it, and that's all good stuff to know. So moving on, we'll look at the sales table. This is kind of a large table, and this is also in second normal form because I have several foreign keys in this one, such as purchase ID, box ID, and series ID. And the data for that one is right here, and we have a lot of things that describe this cell. It's always good to know the scene number and the sequence number, and then, you know, if you're looking at a cell online, you're like, oh yeah, that fits right into the sequence I was looking to buy. So it also tells you what box it's located in, which is really good because it is hard to see inside those boxes. A cell size, because there are different sizes of cells. It's good to know what you got. And then type of cell, who it was purchased from. That was our purchase ID, which if we cross-link to that, we'll learn everything that we need to know about the purchase, and then how much that particular cell costs. The sketches table is very similar to the sales table. It's also in second normal form. Pretty much exactly the same, so we'll go ahead and look at the data for that. Looks, yep, almost exactly the same. So go ahead and look at backgrounds next. That's also in second normal form. We have several foreign keys in here, such as sale ID, purchase ID, box ID, series ID. The data for that one, you know its location. You see on here, and in a couple of the other ones, I have scan location. That's if I make, you know, a scan of the entire cell, and then I can have it on my computer and look at it that way instead of possibly damaging it. And I can put it in an online gallery. And if this were be able to hold pictures, then I would have a nice scan set in here too. So, all right. So the sale table, very much like the purchase table, I don't have any data in this one because I've actually never made a sale. I have kept all of the cells that I have bought. And last but not least, we have the frame sets table. And this table is in third normal form. It's all keys. All of these cells. So it's okay that we only have, you know, 5 cells here in my 5 sketches, and just a few Gengas. Those are actually sketches too. Because they don't usually use more than 5 cells at once, because the plastic sheets start getting thick and it starts distorting the image. So rarely will, even in computer animation, rarely will you find a frame set that has more than 5. And if it does, well, I don't know, we might have to go back and modify the database tables. So I only have a few frame sets, and that's what they come up as. So it's data for this. So it's all pretty referenceable. And if you'll notice in our tables, when we have our foreign keys, all of these functional dependencies are transitive. So I do have some views that I created, so we can move on and look at those really quick. So, okay, so this is where you can view the views. You go into the query builder, and I didn't really have too easy of a time using this, so I mostly just entered SQL statements. So let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of the queries. This one. Okay, sorry about that. I was a little wrong about the query builder. So I had to go in and like create a default view so I could figure out how to get back to the view screen. So here are some views that I created earlier. This one. This shows you where the backgrounds are and which boxes they are located in. Here's the data for that one. And I like to include a description here because sometimes you like to mix up the backgrounds and put something different with, maybe you have a cell set but you don't have a background. Well, if you have these descriptions, you can find, kind of a matching thing to go with it. This query shows you where all the cells are located in the boxes, which is always good to know. And this one is the same for the sketches. So if you're looking for that specific sketch, you can find it right away. Oh, this was the query I ran to get back here. Okay, purchase summary. This is a query that shows how many dollars I totally spent with each seller, and it. Oops, not that button. Okay, there it goes. There we go. Alright, and you can see that Denise Cotton is a favorite of mine, and so is SMJ, which is also known as Shopping Mall Japan. So, series background count, I have 9 backgrounds that belong to the series Inuyasha, no others. Inuyasha is a favorite of mine. And this gives a cell count of how many cells I have for each series. Again, you can see that Inuyasha is a favorite of mine. So we'll go into, that's how many sketches I have per series. Oh, this is another, never mind about that one. This is the type of sketches that I have related to each series. You can see here. And here's the same query for the cells. So I think that just about wraps it up. I don't think I really have much else to show you. So I hope you enjoyed my video and getting to know a little bit about Oracle and maybe know what to do when it comes to queries. So, okay, that's it. Thank you and have a great day.